10 minutes is 1 minute, not another 20 minutes. Okay, so just kind of be aware of that and make sure you don't overdo it. Okay, if you're very active prior to, maybe that's feasible for you. But just be aware, because remember, we're exercising, which is great, and you've been doing it, but you're exercising on no food. And more importantly, you're exercising on no carbs. Okay, carbohydrates break down into sugar, which get taken up by the muscle, turned into glucose, which is our energy store for our muscle. We're not taking that in anymore. Okay, so we're going to start depleting our glycogen stores in our muscle until our body learns how to deal and work on ketone bodies. Has anybody done the Atkins diet in their attempts at weight loss before, right? And that first 2 weeks, that induction of the Atkins diet is you taking all the sugar, or even sugar busters. You're taking out all the sugar out of your diet, and your body has to learn how to work on a different fuel, which is what your body's doing now, which is why you are a little flatlined in your energy, because you're not eating the sugars that give you these highs, which in turn will give you a low, and that low is usually so low that you're looking for a Coke or you're looking for a candy bar or something to pick you up again so you don't nap in the middle of your workday. We need or those energy drinks that everybody kind of loves. I need something, a cup of coffee, something to kind of get me going again. Okay? When it comes to the strength training side of things, that should be a must in any fat loss program. What you are doing right now is very catabolic, meaning it breaks down tissue because we are not eating, yet we're expecting our bodies to function. So we're burning a lot of things, and one of the easiest things for our bodies to break down is muscle tissue, which is why you should make sure that you're getting the amount of protein that you need to consume, and why that is just kind of drilled into you. You need to get the correct amount of protein. Right now, what is recommended at this point? How much protein do you have to consume? 68 grams of protein. 60 to 80. Okay, there you go. There you go. Which is a good jumping off point. Okay, usually in the fitness industry, what we recommend when people are trying to lose fat or gain muscle is either 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight, okay, depending on the weight of the person and the body fat percentage, or 1 gram of protein per lean pound of body weight. So when you do your fat percentage, take a look at your little slip there, and you're going to have a fat number, fat pounds, or fat mass, and you're going to have a fat-free mass. You see that? Your fat mass is the pounds of fat that you are carrying based on this scale's estimate. Okay? That does not mean that's how much fat or weight you have to lose, because you have to have fat to function. Okay? Look at the very bottom of that printout, and you'll see a desirable body fat range. Okay? Now, in the fitness industry, we typically recommend that women have no more than 25% body fat. 20 to 25 is ideal for women. Okay? But the way this manufacturer prints out their deals is if you're a little older, it will let you be a little heavier. Okay? So if you're younger, you might be in that 20 to 25% range. If you're a little older, it might say, hey, 25 to 30 or 32% is ideal for you. Okay? Men, 15 to 20%. Why do you have to be leaner or are expected to be leaner? Because you have an easier capacity to gain lean tissue, to gain muscle, because of the additional testosterone that you have or muscle-building hormones that you have that women typically don't have. Okay? One of the things I get a lot from women that come in here, and when it comes to the strength training, is that they're afraid, or in the past they've gained weight when strength training. And oftentimes the trainer in turn will say, well, yeah, you've gained some muscle, and muscle weighs more than fat, so we're on the right track. The problem with that school of thought is you really need to be eating above your metabolic rate to gain muscle size. Okay? Gain size in your muscle and get more muscular that would reflect a weight gain on a scale. You have to be eating more than your body needs. So if your metabolism or your BMR on here sits at around 2,000, but you're eating 2,500, 2,700, 3,000 calories on average because we were still overeating, and we're on a good strength training program, yeah, I'm going to gain a little muscle, but I'm certainly going to still I'm still gaining fat. I'm still overweight. So now I have, covering my bones, I've got some nice muscle tissue, but I still have that layer of fat. So that's why I've gained weight, because I've gained muscle, but I'm still fat. I haven't lost the fat yet. Well, we got this amazing tool right now where you're losing fat like it's butter, okay, at a very rapid rate for most of us. I was unfortunate enough to meet a bariatric patient about 2 weeks ago that when I asked, how much weight have we all lost this week, and the numbers getting shot out were, maybe 3, maybe 5, maybe 8, maybe 13, maybe 16. The most I've heard is 33, and this poor woman sitting right where you are said 0. Are you kidding? She's like, no, and she had a very good attitude. She was a little older, probably over 50, maybe 60, 65. She's like, I lost nothing. And everybody in the room is like shocked, like, oh my God, you've eaten nothing. I mean, she ate what you ate, and she's lost. And I pray that next week she just had a huge change, because you certainly can't go with no food and not lose something. Whether it's water, weight, or something. Please, let that first week be something inspiring that says, yes, I did this. This was a good choice, and I'm losing weight, and I'm getting healthier. But you're not always going to be losing weight at this rapid rate. You know that, right? So the strength training is very important because it's going to allow us, or actually help us, to maintain our metabolism while we are losing weight so quickly. Okay? So it's also very important that we eat our 60 to 80 grams of protein so we maintain the muscle that we have. We don't want to lose a lot of muscle weight. We want to lose fat weight. Our muscle weight is what is our metabolism, is our muscle. Okay? So if we lose that, what happens when we're back to eating 1,200, 1,500 calories a day? We've shot our metabolism a bit, and then we're going to start seeing some weight gain, which is exactly what happens when people embark on a weight loss program with only cardiovascular exercise as my only form of weight loss. I lose the weight, but I'm losing muscle and fat. When I go back to eating, the fat comes back, the muscle's not coming back because I'm not strength training, so my metabolism stays low, and I gain the weight that I've lost plus an additional 5, 10, 15 pounds on top for good measure. Okay? And that's because your weight loss plan was flawed because all you did was cardio. You've got to do some strength training. The strength training is also going to have the biggest impact on your loose skin. Okay? Is it going to prevent that? No. But it's certainly going to help you have a nice shape underneath once the fat starts to shed off of those muscles. Okay? Take a look at your fat-free mass number on your piece of paper there. That's your lean tissue. Not just muscle. But, yeah, it's a nice number. It's nice and high for most of you, right? But if you've never strength training, why is that lean tissue so high? Because you have been strength training your entire life. You've been carrying extra weight. Your body and your skeleton has to accommodate for that extra body weight. It's not going to let you collapse or break a hip or break a leg under the load of your body weight. It's going to build progressively muscle. You have been progressively strength training your entire body, your entire life as your weight has increased. Now your weight's going to decrease. We don't want to lose that muscle we built. We want to keep it. So strength training and making sure you take in that protein is going to be very important for that exact reason. Okay? A basic beginning strength training should be full body. Okay? Oftentimes we read a lot of articles about bodybuilding type strength training, which is me doing maybe just my chest and back on Monday, and my legs on Wednesday, and my arms on Friday. That is not the best way to approach a fat loss program. When it comes to fat loss, we want to use as many muscles as we can incorporate into the exercise as possible. So you going to the gym and grabbing a 10-pound dumbbell and doing tricep extensions is not going to burn as many calories as if I grabbed that same dumbbell, placed it on my chest, and maybe did a squat press instead. Can you see the difference in caloric expenditure and muscles used between this exercise here and this exercise here? Right? I'm using my butt, my thighs, my core, my shoulders, everything.